How many people do you know look this crazy before you watch a video? Not many, I know. But that's how we're gonna get started, so let's jump into it. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. How are you doing? So yeah, as you could tell from the title of this video, I have found the best dupe for the James Charles palette that someone who's never tried the James Charles palette but has always wanted it and doesn't want to support James Charles can find. So I'm here to show you that today. And this is not a first impressions. This is not like, I've used this palette 3 times already and I love it. But let's put out some disclaimers with that because you know people like to talk. My expectations for makeup are not like really out there. Like the pigmentation that this gives me is enough. I'm satisfied. I'm okay with what I paid for it. I sleep at night knowing I didn't pay that much for it and it works. Like it works for me. So that being said, this is the eyeshadow palette right here. It's called Fantasy. It's called Fantasy Magic Eyeshadow. I actually purchased this on Amazon for $14.99. A YouTuber by the name of Pop Lux, I'll put the thumbnail of his video right here. I watched this video and his review, and I watched it so long ago I don't remember if he gave it a positive review or if he said he didn't like it. I don't remember. But after I saw him review it and I saw how it worked for him, I was like, that works enough for me to want it. $15 is plenty for me to feel okay without hurting my bank account. I have to say this is a dupe for the mini James Charles palette. So this palette is tiny. Like it looks big, but it's very, the pans are extremely tiny. Like let me show you this palette right here. So this is what it looks like. That's what I'm saying. It looks just like the James Charles palette. No mirror though. It's kind of one of the downfalls is it doesn't have a mirror, but this looks just like the James Charles palette. I've never owned the James Charles palette. $40 for an eyeshadow palette's a little steep for your girl right now. She back in school, she not really working. And then even the mini one being $30 or however much, like I found this one for $15 on Amazon. 3 minutes into the video, you don't need to watch no more. This works great. $14.99 on Amazon. I want to say like the only reason that maybe the video that I watched that did a review on it maybe didn't like it is of course $15 to $40. There's probably way more pigmentation in the James Charles one. I'm not gonna front. There probably is. But you know what? I'm okay with what this does. So anyways, that's a lot of talking. I just want to put that all out there on the front in the video. The front of the video. Let you guys know that this palette is great. I'm not going to use any crazy colors in the palette today. Oh, and I can't bend this back all the way. I think it'll break if I try to do that. I'm going to stick more with neutrals because I have to go to work today and I can't show up with blue eyeshadow or I'll be sent home. But I am going to multitask. I'm going to prime my eyelids with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in shade 25 medium. Oh, I should probably zoom you guys a little bit, huh? 1 second. Okay, so I'm taking my concealer, priming my eyelids with that. Okay, so back to what I was saying about the palette. Longevity. Okay, so this eyeshadow palette, I'm a lazy person in general in my life, in everything that I do. I am a lazy person. I'm taking my BH Cosmetics 141 brush to buff out my concealer. Long story short, I didn't take my makeup off one night and I fell asleep. I had used it for work and I fell asleep, and like the next day I woke up, had to go to work. Eyeshadow was fully intact. Like she may have been like a little bit because I move a lot in my sleep, but she was looking fine. Like I had splotchy foundation and stuff, but my eyeshadow was fine. Like all I did was take a makeup wipe and I wiped away my splotchy foundation and I literally just went to work because I had woke up late. I was still getting compliments on my eyeshadow, not everybody not knowing it was literally from the night before. Like I had already worn it 8 hours, fell asleep, and wore it again for another like 6 hours or whatever. Like, so when I tell you this is not a first impressions, this is a full-on like, if you are not If you are not a makeup artist and you are just a normal person that likes eyeshadow and, you know, because like I said, I don't know the pigmentation of the James Charles palette, and I feel like I'm repeating myself because I know people are probably like, but I recommend the palette. It's a really great eyeshadow palette for what you're paying for. It's a great eyeshadow palette. Like, let me just say that. So I think I'm gonna wear all black to work today, like clothes wise, so I can go a little crazier with my eyeshadows, as in like deeper. Oh, I'm using my JH30 brush, and I'm gonna take this color right here. I'm gonna go use this as my transition shade, my first shade. And I did not set my concealer, so maybe, I don't know if that matters to anybody that I didn't set my concealer, so. So we're pretty blended. That's what the color looks like. Me not packing it on and like trying to get like maximum pigmentation. I just wanted like a flush of color before I go into some of the darker colors in the palette. I'm gonna go for more of like a reddish orange, like fall themed look because it's fall. I'm gonna go ahead and take a Morphe M573 fluffy brush. It's like so dirty, and I'm gonna go into this big panned orange one right here, and I'm gonna tuck that right, you see that? Wow. I'm gonna take my JH30 with no additional product and just kind of blend up a little bit higher. I'm gonna take my Morphe R39 and dip into this one up here. Tuck that onto the outer part of my eye. So this is what we got going on. I'm gonna go back in with my Morphe M573 and go back into that like orangey transition, the bigger transition that we went into. Wow, I described that like so terribly. And they just blend so well. Like for me at least, like they blend really nice. I went going back in with my JH30, no product on it, and just kind of going back and forth. And even though it looks messy right here on the side, like obviously when we do our base it's gonna get cleaned up, and you know. So I'm gonna deepen up the look just a touch more, and I'm gonna go into that brown. I'm gonna go into this brown slash black, whatever this color is. I'm gonna just touch it on the outer corner and try to blend that into that dark brown that we did. This is just a Wet n Wild, there's no number on it, it's just a Wet n Wild blending brush. Just kind of, and I'm gonna try to like push that and like wing it out. I'm gonna go back in with the Morphe R39 that I had used the dark brown with and just kind of blend out around this black brown that I did right here. It's a little darker than what I had expected. But this is kind of what we got so far. I know it looks crazy, but let's just keep going. Now I'm going to take some shimmery shades. I'm not going to add any concealer, and I'm just going to place them with my finger. I'm going to start by going in with this bigger, bigger shimmery shade. I'm going to take that first and put that on my, do you see that? On my inner part of my eye using my finger. It's a really, really nice gold, white gold kind of shadow. It's really, really pretty. I'm really liking that. So that's what we got kind of going on. The next thing I want to take is this bronzy shimmer right here. And I'm going to use that to meet the gold and the dark shadows that we got going on right here. I'm going to take my Morphe R39 and go into the dark brown big pan one. And I'm going to blend that metallic in with, or the shimmer shade in with like the black and stuff. Just kind of moving it around just to blend it in. And I'm going to take a clean finger of mine and just kind of like blend these two together. The two shimmers a little bit better. And then I'm gonna go back into my Morphe M573 and I'm gonna go back into like this one right here just a little bit and go over the top at the top of like where my crease is. And this is the eye look that we got going on, guys. This is so crazy. Like, even if I back away, like, this is wild. I'm gonna zoom you guys out and fast forward through my base because that wasn't really the important part. Oh, eyeliner. Everything that I'm using in this tutorial will be listed in the description box down below. I'm gonna go ahead and do a nice, hopefully nice cat wing using my Loreal Super Slim 24-hour Infallible in Black is Black, or Black. For brows, I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Super Slim Brow Stylist Definer in the shade Dark Brunette. God, what a difference. Judge me kindly, please. These are my brows. This is how they're gonna look for today. They are very dark, very blocky, but we have to go to work. So please judge me kindly in the comments if you're gonna talk about my brows, okay? Okay, I'm gonna prime with my Wet n Wild Matte face primer. Okay, I'm gonna back up a little bit in my chair because I'm too lazy to zoom out my camera. And if you see me rushing, it's because I am. I have to leave in like 12-13 minutes so I can get to work on time, and I still haven't done my hair. Oh my god, I haven't even got dressed. I'm still in a t-shirt. Luckily, I wet my sponge. This is a Real Technique sponge, and I'm gonna go in with my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte in 107. This is not my shade. This video is full of a lot of disclaimers because I know people can be mean. This is not my shade. I'm sorry for everybody that's gonna cringe. We'll be alright. I mean, is that a terrible like shade match? My lighting's getting kind of weird, but same concealer, Maybelline Fit Me, shade 25. I'm gonna put some here to try to clean up that mess over there, even though we still have to do our lower lash line. What a difference. Like, can we fast forward back to me at minute 1? What a difference foundation and concealer make. Maybelline Fit Me loose finishing powder in shade 20 medium or something like that. Take my Morphe Y11 to set my under eyes with that powder. I'm not trying to bake, I'm just trying to quick set. I'm gonna take my Maybelline Fit Me powder, which I obviously really enjoy. I'm gonna take that using my Studio 35 big powder brush and set the rest of my face with whatever little powder I can get out of here. I feel like I'm doing like a 10-minute makeup challenge because that's kind of what it is. It's kind of like my own 10-minute makeup challenge. Like, unless I want to be late, but I really don't want to be late to work, so. I'm gonna take my BH Cosmetics 133 brush and just kind of wipe away any like built up powder or excess. We're gonna go in to our lower lash line. I'm gonna take these three general colors right here. I'm gonna contour my face using this little Lisa Frank X Glamour Dolls contour. I got it a really long time ago in an Ipsy bag. We're gonna be bougie and go in with MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Give Me Sun, and I'm gonna take my bronzer brush from Amazon. Again, all these brushes are in that video if you guys, I know I'm going really fast, so just kind of going through everything so quickly, but go ahead and check out that video on my favorite brushes if you really want to know. This is like one of my favorite bronzing brushes. Next, we're gonna go in with a Milani Flower Powder Brush in BlossomTime Rose. Next, I'm gonna take my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Put mascara on. I'm gonna take my NYX lip liner in the shade Nude Beige and line. I'm gonna go in with my Jeffree Star Velour liquid lipstick in the shade Leo. I'm gonna set my face with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Rose. I haven't even opened this. So yeah, I'm gonna set my face with the Rose Wet n Wild Primer Water. If you guys do not like the scent of rose, do not get this. But other than that, I mean, it's okay. So now I'm gonna take my Maybelline Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter in Molten Gold. Molten Gold, yeah. And I'm gonna take this really tiny JH39 brush, and I'm gonna use that to hit. I'm gonna use that highlighter in my inner corner. Damn, look at that. Oh my god, how does that just like completely open up my eyes so much more? God. I'm so happy with this eye look. I'm gonna hit that brow bone a little bit with that highlighter. That inner corner though, it gets me every time. I think it's so beautiful. I'm gonna take this BH Cosmetics 140 brush and I'm going to highlight these cheekbones. Okay, so yeah, my storage got full again, so it kind of stopped recording, but this is the final look using the palette. You guys saw me do my full face. I'm already dressed for work because you know homegirl's supposed to leave 2 minutes ago. Okay, let's talk about it. It is such a great dupe for the James Charles palette. Now, if you already have the James Charles palette, the Big Mama one, you're good. Like, you don't need this. I'm talking to the people that don't have the big James Charles palette, debated buying the little one, and if you're like me where both came out and you still haven't bought either one, but you liked the concept of the palette, you like the colors, because I'm just gonna tell you guys right now, I do not like James Charles. I do not support his behavior. I don't like a lot of the things that he has brought into the YouTube world and into the industry. So it was really hard for me to want to spend my hard-earned money like on his name that I know he's gonna get a cut out of. And I know I'm just one person. He's still a millionaire. I'm still a broke person, and that's fine and dandy for me. I am so happy with this dupe. It was $15 on Amazon. I highly recommend it if you don't already have some sort of James Charles palette. I feel like this one is even going to be better quality than the Wet n Wild one, just because it has so many mattes in this. Like, this is literally an exact dupe. I'm super happy with my purchase. I highly recommend it to you guys if you don't already have the James Charles palette. It is great quality, and I only used a few mattes and the 2 shimmers, and I am so happy with this eye look that we came out with today. It looks absolutely stunning. The palette is very tiny, I will tell you that. The pans are really small. That's compared to my finger, and I have really small hands. So to get in there with your fingers a little rough. But the biggest blending brush I have is the JH30 brush, and it gets into the pans fairly well and picks up a great amount of shadow and pigment. I need to play around more. Like, I'm gonna put out so many videos using this palette because I feel so strongly about dupes. I know a lot of influencers and brand owners, I'm sure, hate them, and I know if I was a brand owner I would hate dupes, but I'm being realistic, and $15 was definitely something I was okay spending, and I'm so happy with my purchase. I have been wanting many palettes that are dupes to high-end palettes because I don't want to spend that money, you know, on the high-end palettes regardless of how good they are. I just don't financially have that. I really don't know what other positive things to say about it. It blended well, the shimmers are great. You guys saw me using it in action. Like, this eye look came out great. I mean, it was a little bit more like reddy orange than I wanted to go for work but I think it came out great. And if you are in the market for the James Charles palette and you're fine spending $15 on a dupe, go on Amazon, find this. $15 with Prime. I got it literally in a day, so that was also great. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I am currently running late for work. This outro was supposed to be a minute and now we're on minute 5. So great. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you really enjoyed it. If you do end up getting the palette, please let me know. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I do try to post there, but definitely DM me letting me know if you got the palette or what you thought of me using this dupe. Leave a comment down below. What did you think? Like, I love it. So yeah guys, I will catch you in the next video. Have a great day wherever you are and whenever you're watching this. I'll see you later. Bye.